and today we're down on the river. As you see, we got the Pelican. I gotta grab some more stuff and get the rods and everything in the boat, but that water's getting it. I don't know if y'all can see, we have some rain just west of San Antonio, and I'm here in New Braunfels. Oh, a duck's yelling at me. Going to fish the river. It's a little flooded out here, and I don't know what I'm gonna fish with. We could have a swim bait, we could have spinnerbait, we could have all kinds of stuff, because usually this water is crystal clear. Not so much today. It's a little muddy, and it's moving fast. So hopefully this little mud motor on this bass Pelican back here can get us moving around and coming upstream. Maybe we can catch some. There's docks, there's grass, there's all kinds of stuff to fish out here, so let's go fishing. I literally just got this new combo here from Walmart. It's a $100 Lose combo, and it is smooth, and I love the, I go simple when I go fishing. This is a 6'6" rod. If you see it's orange, that's really not for me. That's kind of help you guys if you want to see my hook sets a little better. But this Googan Baits spinnerbait is going to be money, I believe, today, just from the water clarity that I'm seeing. So, oh, there's somebody over there catfishing. But as you can see, these down here are going to be awesome to fish around, all these roots. There is some serious current moving through here right now. All right, see if we can get this over there. Oh, that is gonna be sweet. If I can find some fish down through this bank, let's get this thing set up. I gotta tighten it down a little bit. The only part that's gonna not be good is all this grass that's in here. But along these roots over here, those fish could be setting up in ambush mode. Definitely we'll be finding out. A little trick that I like to do a lot of times, if you see how flared out that is right there on that spinnerbait, if you will just pinch it back, you will compact this thing a lot tighter and get these blades closer to that hook. So when those fish come in, they will be more apt to hit right where the hook is. And a lot of times after you hook into a fish, it'll flare those out. Well, we already got a bird nest. Give it little twitches. That's all I'm doing. And if I can get it to where I can run it up against those posts, or run it around the backside of a post and come out and just kind of let it flop around that corner, that twitch or that pause or that little bit of difference in the retrieve of that thing is what usually brings those things in and gives them that something's not the same kind of a vibe. And a lot of times they'll hit that just for that reason alone. But I'm a simple fisherman, so I like my 6'6" rods with just a good medium action. I don't go crazy on these. I do have 20-pound braid on here, but there's some big bass here in Texas and a lot of brush and a lot of cover. So, but the good thing about a spinnerbait, when you got water like this, you got to get that bait near those fish. And if you're fishing slow sometimes, on days like today, oh, there was a hit right there. I twitched it as soon as it went right over that beam. One hit it. Let's see if he'll hit it again. Just flaring those. But you want to cover water with the spinnerbait. That's the main thing with the spinnerbait. You want to cover water. So the more times you can put it in front of a fish, or a fish is just laying there and they're really aggressive on that day, that's how you want to be fishing that thing. Covering water to find those fish. All right, I think we're ready. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Forgot to put my trolling motor up. Some mud coming in from this little creek right here, and I don't know if it's going to create some kind of mud line over here. See if there might be some fish sitting over here in this muddier stuff. A lot of times when I fish a spinnerbait, if I'm in a boat or anything like that as well, I will parallel the bank a lot of the time. Because a lot of those fish will be right up against the bank or up against that structure. So if you've got a structure that's kind of even along a bank with an even structure, you can just kind of throw it right down and bring it right down the edges. A lot of times that's a great way to get a fish to come in and hit on it. All right, that's a perfect spot right there. That current's kind of coming down along this edge, but this seawall's up in front of me and there's a point to it. It's a great spot to try to find some fish if I can get it down there. When you got trees like this, a lot of times you want to pull it across a limb, but with the actual swim bait that I've got on here, it will help you to get hung up a lot of times. If you're pulling it across a limb, it will, because the way this thing is shaped, whenever it hits that limb, it'll want to turn over and it could hook in a lot easier. So sometimes without these trailers on here, if you're fishing a lot of brush, it's actually better to not have a trailer on them. You know, spinnerbaits can be one of the best fish catching machines out there, but you got to know how to work them a lot of times the right way. And sometimes it's not just that direct retrieve like we're doing right there. You gotta flare it a little bit. Make that skirt flare, those blades flutter. You got to change it up sometimes. So a straight retrieve, a lot of times, just like we're doing right there, will get you a bite. You know, but you just got to little twitches sometimes. And that's what I've learned over the years, is a lot of times when you're doing those kinds of little twitches, you will get those bites. Well guys, that's a wrap. It was a tough fishing day out here. This water, I swear it's getting even more stained as I'm getting out here. There's more grass floating on the top. I got one hit on a spinnerbait, but I got to test this thing out and have a little bit of fun with it. I don't have the throttle correct right just yet, so I just rebuilt it. It's like 10 horsepower now. we're basically idling and maybe getting, I don't know, 12 miles an hour because we're on full plane, but the spinnerbait brought in one. We lost it at the boat, but it was about this long. Some days are just like that. I don't know. It's been raining so much here in Texas. It's been tough to get out and go fishing, so I figured I might as well go out and see if I could catch something. But thanks for watching, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you guys. I don't know, 12 miles. But the spinnerbait brought in one. We lost it at the boat, but it was about this long. Some days are just like that. I don't know. It's been raining so much here in Texas. It's been tough to get out and go fishing, so I figured I might as well go out and see if I could catch something. But